Hey, welcome back to Kpop.com. I'm Tay, and you didn't ask for this, but here it is. So I am a really big fan of Itzy. I've loved them since debut. I listen to them. I listen to their whole discography probably twice a week. I love them so much. I would die for them. And I thought I would do a review of their new EP, Not Shy. I mean, it's fairly new. As of right now, when I'm recording this, they're in their second week of promotion. I want to do album reviews on this channel, so I figured why not start with one of my favorite groups, especially because a lot of you may be angry with what I have to say about this EP, but we all have our own opinions, so it's okay. So with that disclaimer, if you disagree with anything that I say in this video,
that is 100% okay. Everyone is entitled to their own opinions. This just happens to be mine. Honestly, if you get angry listening to other people's opinions, I don't really know why you're watching this. If you want to talk about it in the comments, go ahead. Just keep it respectful. At the end of the day, you are responsible for the way you react to things.
Do with that what you will. But anyway, let's get started. So I'm gonna start with the title track, Not Shy. Ever since Dala Dala, I never like an Itzy song on the first listen, which is weird considering how big of a fan I am, but literally without fail, with Dala Dala, Icy, and Wannabe, on the first listen, I was like, it's okay. But then by the second listen, it was like my favorite song in the whole entire world. So that was the case with Not Shy. Leading up to it, all the teasers, I was like, this is going to be great. This is going to be fantastic. I heard the snippet of like the chorus and everything, and I was like, I don't really like it, but that always happens. So it's going to be my favorite song. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. Every time I listen to the song, I still am about it. I don't think it's their strongest title track that they have come out with as opposed to everything else, especially following Wannabe. I don't know about y'all, but for me personally, Wannabe is probably in my like top 3 songs of 2020. Like the year isn't even over, but I know that that's going to be the case. That is how much I loved Wannabe. So for me, I guess it would have been difficult to follow up, but I do think that they tried to go in a direction, but didn't fully commit to it because it just really didn't flow for me. Like the beginning is promising. It sounds like a typical Itzy song with like a beat heavy teen crush, upbeat feel to it. Leah's smooth vocals like bring us in with like a bouncy beat, and it's nice. I didn't enjoy Yeji coming in with a cause I like it, like that thing. It felt really abrupt and was just too much of a sharp contrast for me. It did serve the purpose of like transitioning into Ryujin's first rap, but then the pre-chorus happens and it slows down again. Like, okay. As a whole, I can understand the pattern of this song, like a bouncy verse, hype rap, drawback for the pre-chorus with a build up to the chorus as the beat drop, whatever. But I just don't believe it flowed cohesively. Like on its own, every component of it sounds really good. Like for example, Chaeryeong's verse immediately after the first chorus, it's so good. But then it doesn't fit in with everything else. So it's like, I don't know, like, and the instrumentals in this, I just felt like it was just so much. Like Itzy is categorized in what like Stan Twitter likes to call noise pop. And I like that. Like I like the whole like noise heavy, like teen crush concept. I really do. But it just felt off for some reason. I don't know. It just really my brain doesn't enjoy it which is really frustrating given how much I love Itzy. It gets stuck in my head. I'll give it that. Like it does its job of getting stuck in my head, but I don't like it. And I feel like JYP is afraid to commit to Itzy's vocal abilities and instead wants them to keep like shouting all their lyrics, which don't get me wrong, it isn't bad because it's worked in their favor a lot and they all have like the ability to do that. In this sense, it doesn't work, especially when you're trying to like have the nice vocals, but then like not shy, not me, all this, I don't know. Does that make sense? I feel like my thoughts are really scattered and I tried to like group everything into a way that like makes sense, but if you're not following along, I'm so sorry. Moving to the chorus, I really didn't like it. The only exception is Chaeryeong shouting, "It's it!" Like literally, because that's me. Like relatable, same, I understand. Other than that, it just really doesn't do anything for me. It could have been better, and like with on top of the fact of how I feel about the instrumentals, it just really missed the mark for me. I like that there is a full bridge in the song. It's not my favorite. It works for like the first few seconds, but then Chaeryeong says, "Let the beat drop," and then Ryujin is just like, "Not shy, not me." I feel like we could have done without that part because the beat drop doesn't sound good to me, and I just feel like it's a weird, like slowed down, not. I don't, yeah. I just feel like the song would have been perfectly fine if they didn't have that one part because you just had a full bridge and then just all of a sudden this like random beat drop. That doesn't sound that good. So yeah, but anyway, I like that there was a full bridge in the song. Everyone kept saying like, oh, finally Itzy didn't have a dance break in it, which I didn't really understand because let's look chronologically, okay? Dalla Dalla had a bridge and no dance break from what I can remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember there being just like an instrumental only dance break. Icy had a dance break, but it was one of those half dance break, half bridge like songs. There was still a bridge in it. Wannabe was the first single that they had where there was a full dance break and no bridge. So I don't know what everyone was saying like, oh, finally because hello, weren't you paying attention this whole time? But anyway, overall, I just feel like this song, they were trying to go in a different direction with still trying to have that Itzy feel. And it was there. This definitely does sound different from what they've done before. And if you listen to it, you're like, oh yeah, this is an Itzy song. It just isn't good. And to me, remember that, to me. Anyway, the styling in this is really not my favorite styling that Itzy has done. As far as their styling goes, they're known to have kind of like a wild, we don't really match with each other, but we do kind of match like thing going for them. I don't know. I'm terrible at explaining things, but there were just so many outfits in this music video where I was like, what are they wearing? Like Yuna's ombre pants with those cowgirl boots, I was not a fan of them. Chaeryeong's ruffly shorts, it just looked odd. I really did not like Leah's hairstyle with those oddly placed pigtails, and then her pants were in that outfit also are like strange. For Ryujin, the jacket, that like gold orangish jacket with like the fringe was okay, but I feel like it really didn't pair well with the shirt that she was wearing. Or I guess the shirt, it looked okay, but those like biker pants, it's a look, but with the boots and like everything else, it just felt really like loud for me. And I didn't really like how her hair was like crimped in some places and then not in others. Yeah, it just overall was like strange. And don't get me wrong, Itzy pulls it off, like they look good, but it just for me, it just didn't work. My favorite outfit in this entire music video is Ryujin with that cowboy hat with like the diamonds like hanging down from it. And that whole outfit is chef's kiss, amazing, like wow. And the white outfits that they wear are also pretty good. However, like again, it doesn't fit with like everything else that like they've done. It's cute, they look cute, but then it's just like, what is everything else that's happening here? I don't know. They make it look good, but that yet still it's enough for me to be like, oh, I don't like looking at that. I don't know. Moving on to the dance. The dance, once again, is not my favorite. They said it was the hardest dance that they've done so far, and I can see why. It's really fast paced and there's a lot of like formations in it. So I'm not a dance expert, y'all, so yeah, take everything I say with a grain of salt. But this guy who keeps on choreographing things for people, what's his name? Kyle, Tudin. This guy, I don't like him, and I feel like a lot of the internet doesn't like him. I felt bad for him because Stan Twitter was like being really, really mean. But anyway, his choreography, I just have a hard time understanding it because he choreographed Somi's What You Waiting For, and I hated that dance. I thought that dance was ugly. And then he also choreographed, I don't think all, but like some of How You Like That for Blackpink. And personally, I don't really like that dance either. But then he's choreographed like 4 minutes Crazy, and that dance is iconic. And it's just like, is it just a hit or miss with him? I'm not sure, but this dance, it looks so strange. But if it was for any other group, it would look even worse. Like the fact that it's Itzy performing this, they make it look good. If you just look at it straight on with like no thought of it being an Itzy song, it's weird. Am I the only one who thinks that? Like I really think this dance is weird. But then the fact that it's Itzy, you're just like, oh no, it actually doesn't look that bad. I mean, I feel like if it's anybody else, it won't look as good as if they were doing it. So at least there's that. That says a lot about their talent. But yeah, it's an odd dance. The lyrics for this song are okay. I really like that Itzy is about like really empowering songs and stuff like that. That's one of the reasons why I'm such a big fan. There are some lyrics in here that are questionable, and obviously there is the possibility of bad translations and stuff. I look at colorcodedlyrics.com. I feel like they're a good clutch, but at the end of the day, it is being translated from another language into my language. So there's room for error, but like some of it, I'm just like, I don't, what? Like, so what if I can't make you mine? Pointless. What is that? And then, hey, we are a great pair. I don't know what you're thinking, but what I think is right. I don't know about that. I like the idea of like this song being like, oh, I'm not shy to tell the person I like that I like them. But then saying stuff like, oh, I'm right, you're wrong is, if they had just went with the direction of like, I'm not shy to be who I am and do what I want, then that's okay. But then adding the relationship aspect in here and being like, oh yeah, like we're a great pair. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm correct and we need to be together is like, it's giving me like Twice's Yes or Yes vibes. I really don't like that song because there's a lack of consent there. So that's just me. Anyway, I talked a lot. Overall, it's all right. Not my favorite, not the worst in the world. But anyway, moving on. Okay, so next is Don't Give a What. Now, personally, I think this would have been a much better title track than Not Shy. I think it's so much more an Itzy song. There's so much more power to it. It's so much more fun. Lyrically, it's so much better. I love this song so much. The only thing about this song where I'm like, really, is the fact that it's I don't give a what. Like, I get it, they're young, so they're appealing more to younger people. I'm sure, I don't know, I'm 20 years old and I'm like being influenced by these songs, but anyway, I understand that, but either say like I don't care or I don't give a fuck. Like, just how much more badass would that have been if it was I don't give a fuck? Like, oh, wow. I'm sorry. I'm just like thinking about that right now and I'm like, dude, that would have been so much better. Anyway, with that little thing put aside, literally this song is fantastic. One thing that I feel like JYP needs to utilize more for Itzy is guitar, like an electric guitar and stuff. My favorite song out of Itzy's entire discography is Nobody Like You, because I feel like that type of vibe fits Itzy so much better. Like that 90s grunge, like rock, heavy guitar, and like all these drums, like that is Itzy, I think, to me. And that's what I feel in this song. Like, it's not super, super band heavy. It still has that upbeat noise teen crush factor going for it, but it still has that edge to it. And that's what I really, really love about it. I feel like this would have been such a good single for this album and like the title track and stuff. I just, oh my God, I'm obsessed with this song. My favorite lyrics in it is, doesn't matter if everyone says you're wrong. We're all answers from your own way to your own color. Show them all, whether it's different or not. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? That is so good. I think this song is just so much better. I really want to see them perform it because I feel like a stage for this song would go so hard. I really like the bridge in it. It has the kind of the same deal of Not Shy, where like the beat drops and then Ryujin is like, not shy, not me, like all deep and stuff. It has like that kind of same deal going on, but instead Ryujin is saying strike a pose. And I'm like, ooh, I like that. Yeah, I'll strike a pose. I don't know. It's a personal thing. I really, really like this song. Totally 10 out of 10 for me. Wish it was the title track. Moving on to Louder. So this song song It's If from their It's Me album, Ting 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 and I Don't Wanna Dance had an introverted child. And I mean that like, it's ironic because the song is called Louder, and so it's about being loud and stuff and like raising your voice and all that, which like is cool. Lyrically, it's cool. The funniest lyrics for me in it are, it says, "It's simple, there's one way, try or cry." It's like that meme where like someone asks you to do something and you're like, no, but with a heart. Try or cry. I don't know. It's funny. This song is okay. It's fun. I like the vocals in it and I like the message in it. But for what it's trying to say and for even its title, the sound of it doesn't really match to me, especially in the chorus. Like there's all this build up to the chorus. And then to me, the chorus sounds soft, like softer than it should. I don't know what happened there. I was looking at who like arranged it and like produced it and all that, and it's like someone named Kairos. I don't really know anything much like about them, but I don't know, I expected more from this song for a song called Louder. Itzy has this habit of having really, really upbeat songs all the time, which like isn't bad. I love to dance, I love the hype and all that, but after having like a full album of like nothing but upbeat songs, it's kind of like you want a little bit more variety, which I will talk about. They did in this EP, they did, and I was really happy about that. But given that we just had Not Shy, a really, really beat heavy song, and then I Don't Give a What, again, a really beat heavy song, but like with more of an edge to it. And then you have Louder, which is just like, louder. I don't That's how it feels to me. It's like, it's okay. It's probably my least favorite in the EP, but that's just me. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. Moving on to ID. This is another song where I'm like, this should have been the title track because I think that this is so much better than Not Shy also. All right, first second of the song, it comes in with that jazzy ass trumpet saxophone. I don't even know which instrument, but that like, oh my God, let me just play it real quick. Sparked something inside me and I really liked that. Wow, this whole vibe of the song is beautiful. Lyrically, it's okay. I personally don't really get what "tell me your ID" means. Does that mean number? If you know what ID means, please tell me, because like I don't know what it means. Does it mean your phone number? Does it literally mean like show me your ID card? Like, I don't know. Anyway, the sound of it is so beautiful. Like the chorus, those notes that like they hit in it is so good. It like literally makes me go feral. Like that's how much I love this song. Someone on Stan Twitter said, Itzy performing ID and their online concert with 20s inspired costumes with canes and fedoras and a flapper party for a set. And I just haven't been the same since, because that would fit the vibe of the song so perfectly. Like I want to scream a whole like black and white 20s extravaganza, like, oh my God, Ryujin and Yeji in like mobster suits, excuse me, and then like Leah and Yuna and like Chaeryung in like flapper or like all of them in flapper or like all of them in suits. Oh my God, okay, wait, hang on, I'm like fantasizing a whole ass comeback for this song. The music video, it like starts black and white, but then like when the color comes, it's like not a full like color, because you know it's the 1920s, so it's not like super vibrant, it's like kind of muted and stuff. And like the storyline could be like mobsters or like flapper girls and stuff. It could take place in like some sort of club. They're like all wearing cool dresses, and then like the stages. Oh, okay. I need to come back to reality real quick. This song is amazing. I love it. My sister Millie said that it sounded like Icy, and I have to disagree. I listened to, because at first I was like, wait, is she right? I listened to ID and then I listened to Icy right after. I see where she might have thought that. I don't really agree. I think though the bridge in this song sounds a little bit similar to the bridge in It's Summer from their It's Icy EP. I'll play it side by side real quick. That's just something I wanted to point out. Like, do with that what you will. It's just something that I noticed. But yes, love this song. 10 out of 10. Let me rank so far how I'm feeling about things. Okay, so I think number 1 is, oh my God, is number 1 ID or I Don't Give a What? Oh God. Okay, so I Don't Give a What and ID are like up top so far, and then it's Not Shy, and then it's Louder. Okay, so the last two songs of this EP are a complete 180 to the whole entire vibe of like the first four songs. And honestly, I am obsessed with these last two songs because it has been what I have wanted Itzy to do, which is explore more of what they're capable of, because it's there. Like, these are such talented women. They are so fucking amazing, and they all have such fucking amazing vocal abilities. So JYP, use that. And in these last two songs, I feel like they really did. This one is Surf that we're going to talk about. Wow, like Surf is currently fighting with Nobody Like You for my favorite Itzy B-side and favorite Itzy song, like in general, and I love that. This song is, the vibe is immaculate. It is such a soft palm tree swaying summer song. And it's like a love song, which I think is really cute for them. I love the first line of it. You know, I'm actually quite snobby. I think that's so cute. I love all the play on like falling in love and like the ocean and all that. Like, my feelings move up and down. It rides on the wave every time. Oh my gosh, that is just so beautiful. Dare I say it, Surf is what Doja Cat's Say So wanted to be. I think this song is so amazing. I love it so much. I really want a stage for it because it's just such a cute song. Like, I can't stop listening to it, and the raps in this fit so perfectly. The song flows cohesively. It's really interesting how different it is compared to everything else, but yet it just works. I absolutely adore this song. It needs to have all the love in the world. Listen to Surf, stan Surf, and then finally the last song, Be in Love. Now, I cried the first time I heard this song. Like, I kid you not, full on sobbing. Because, like I mentioned earlier, I really wanted Itzy to explore what they're capable of. And with Surf and Be in Love, they really did. And this song specifically, like, I loved so much how Itzy was mostly, or has mostly been doing like self-love and empowerment songs. But that doesn't mean that I don't love like lovey songs and all that. So this song is absolutely beautiful. It showcases their vocals so nicely, and the showcase where they sing it, it just made my heart swell so much. Like, it swelled up to like the size of a balloon and then melted into like it just melted. I swooned. Like, come on. How do you not swoon to this song? I love the lyrics. We can find the love again wherever you are, forever, baby. I think that's so cute. This song is just like a breath of fresh air, to be honest. My sister pointed out the man voice singing along with them in it, and like the ooh and like the ahs and stuff, and I haven't been able to ignore it since she mentioned it. So I don't really like that deep voice in it, but at the same time it still works. It was probably someone that worked on the song, so I'm sure they deserve to be there. But yeah, no, this song is so lovely. I cannot wait for the day that concerts can happen again, because I really want to see them on tour, and I just know that they'll perform this song and everyone will be happy. I'll probably cry when I hear it. I'm literally going to start crying right now. Like, I literally loved this song so much. So I feel like my ranking for like all the songs on this EP are like first Surf, then Be in Love, then ID, then I Don't Give a What, then Not Shy, then Louder. Once again, if you disagree, that is okay. It's okay. Listen, let's just take a deep breath, let it out. It's all right. I really love music, and I really love talking about music. Yeah, we can have discussions in the comments if you'd like. Just keep it respectful. But that has been my review for Itzy's Not Shy EP. I love these girls so much. I know that they are just going to keep getting bigger and better, and I would die for them. I feel like I've said that so many times in the duration of this channel as well as our podcast, but I would die for Itzy. So yeah, thanks for watching another episode of Kpop.com. If you'd like, follow us on our social medias. That is at Kpop Pillow Talk on both Instagram and Twitter. Check out our podcast, which is called Kpop Pillow Talk, where we read fan fictions and stuff. So yeah, if that's something you'd be interested in, check us out. Yeah, I'm Tay. Bora hey.